In this presentation, we will discuss few standard form questions. So, we have to multiply 3.2 by 10 to the power 5 and 4.5 by 10 to the power 4. Since it's a multiplication, we can multiply 3.2 by 4.5, which is 14.4. Then we can multiply 10 to the power 5 with 10 to the power 4. As we know, the indices rule says if the base is the same, we can add the powers such that it becomes 14.4 multiplied by 10 to the power 9. Thereafter, we can write this 14.4 in standard form. Only 14.4 we write it in standard form. 14.4 we can write it in standard form as 1.44 into 10 to the power 1. I repeat, we write only 14.4 in standard form. 14.4, we can write it in standard form 1.44 into 10 to the power 1. Thereafter, we can link it with 10 to the power 9, whereas 14.4 is 1.44 multiplied by 10 to the power 1. You join it with 10 to the power 9, which is given in the question. Together, 4.44 into 10 to the power 10 is the answer. Next question is 3.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 added to 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. So in this case, what we do, we bring 10 to the power 4, which is the least power of 10 in the sum. This is 10 to the power 5. This is 10 to the power 4. So in common to these two, we will bring 10 to the power 4 out from a bracket. And we will write the remainder, that is 3.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 1, because 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power 1 is 10 to the power 5 plus 4.5, and we have already written this 10 to the power 4 out from the bracket. So that 3.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5, out of 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 4 taken out from a bracket. So we have 3.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 1 plus 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 4, which 4.5 is within the bracket, whereas 10 to the power 4, which is the least power of the sum, I have taken it out from the bracket. Now let's simplify. 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 32, which is 3.2 into 10. We add it to 4.5. Our answer is then 36.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. But this answer is not in standard form. Therefore, 36.5, let's write it in standard form. That is 3.65 multiplied by 10 to the power 1. Because 36.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 4 is not in standard form, we write 36.5 in standard form, then let's link it with 10 to the power 4. So 36.5 is 3.65 multiplied by 10 to the power 1, which is this. And then you link it with 10 to the power 4. Finally, 3.65 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 is the answer. Next question is 3.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 subtract 4.5 into 10 to the power 4. So even in this question, since it's a subtraction, we cannot subtract 3.2 and 4.5 along with 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 4. So what we do, we are going to take the common factor out, which is 10 to the power 4. Thereafter, within the bracket, we have 3.2 multiplied by 10 minus 4.5. You can see that 3.2, which is here, out of 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 4 is taken out from the bracket and we have only one 10 here, minus 4.5 is within the bracket, 10 to the power 4 is taken out from the bracket, such that 10 to the power 4 within the bracket we have 32 minus 4.5. Let's simplify. 32 minus 4.5, it is 27.5. We multiplied by 10 to the power 4. But this is not in standard form. 27.5, we are going to write it in standard form as 2.75 into 10 to the power 1. Thereafter, let's link this 2.75 into 10 to the power 1 with this 10 to the power 4, and the final answer is 2.75 into 10 to the power 5. The last question is, it's a division. So 3.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5, we are going to divide by 0.2 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. Now in the previous 3 questions, I discussed the method of multiplication, the method of addition, then how to subtract. Finally, in this question, I am going to explain you how to divide these numbers. So the first thing is where you write down 3.2 divide by 0.2 separately. You write 3.2 divide by 0.2 separately. Then you have to multiply it by, here we have 10 to the power 5 and here we have 10 to the power 4. So you know when you divide, you can subtract the powers. 3.2 divide by 0.2 into 10 to the power 5 minus 4. So that when you have division, the powers can be subtracted. Answer is 3.2 divided by 0.2, it's 16. 10 to the power 5 minus 4, it is 10. So that 16 into 10. Still we have not written the answer in standard form. Let's write 16 in standard form, which is 1.6 into 10. Let's link this with the original answer, that is 16 means 1.6 into 10 to the power 1. 16 means 1.6 into 10 to the power 1. Along with this 10 to the power 1 that is in the answer, altogether 1.6 into 10 to the power 2 is the answer. So please follow this video and be careful how we have worked out the sums for addition and subtraction, then for multiplication and division. It is different. So when you write down the notes, carefully listen to the methods that I have explained, how to simplify these standard form questions.